What part of the uprising has been canceled do you think they're struggling to understand? They've been at this all season, and I've said it before, but I'll say it again. I don't care if you've been naughty, I don't care if you've been nice, no one will find your bodies under the ice. And you know what, to prove the point, I'm gonna use a zombie dinosaur to put you in your place. Do you ever hear yourself say something and think, am I the bad guy? These elves want fair working conditions, and here I am using prehistoric chemical warfare. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, that game where the war on Christmas has been taken a lot more literally. Now, usually it would just be a bunch of con artists on social media arguing about whether they should be saying Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays, but in this case, it's more so Santa getting his shit worked by elves and giant mechanical weapons. I'll let you be the judge as to what's the greater threat. I mean, can you believe all the little helpers have gotten fed up with providing free labor? So now they're trying to overthrow our jolly little North Pole government. And look, I've already taken out quite a few cookie catapults and evil elves, but we haven't seen this guy before. I want to say that this must be the ringleader of our little coup, clearly, because it's not Santa. I distinctly remember it being Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So I don't know who this imposter is, and the same goes for him. Like, this is clearly an elf. It has to be. Everybody knows the only part of Santa that's blue are his balls. I mean, like, his decorations, Christmas. Don't get it twisted. Okay, we all know that Mrs. Claus still jingles his bells. So if this actually is the leader of the elf uprising, then I clearly need to deal with him. I'm just not sure what's the best way of approaching this. Because, like, not only does he have elf backup and a couple of rather large cannons, but like, just the reindeer alone, you know they're gonna be rubber-legged nightmares. If he's gonna charge into me, then I kinda wanna use a classic shield and spear formation. Just kinda have him crash in and shish kebab old Bludolf there. And then maybe back that up with a bunch of arrows? We hit those elves with a volley. I'm just hoping that he's gonna have a hard time navigating across that icy bridge. It's so narrow and... oh, the cannons shoot presents. Of course they do. You might think that that's an improvement to bullets, but in all reality, getting hit in the chest with a box that's the size of a microwave, it doesn't tickle. I'm not gonna pretend to personally know my troops, but I think it's pretty safe to say this is not what my archer asked for this year. Well, we clearly need to focus the Grand Poobah in the back, and I'm thinking the Shadow Walker may be our best bet at pulling that off. Even if they don't manage to teleport behind him and kill him, as long as they get back there and confuse the reindeer, maybe spook him a little bit, they could just turn around and run clean off the edge of the map. And I really doubt they can fly, so that would be more than enough for a win in my books, but just in case that doesn't pan out, maybe we can use all that bot time for some Deadeyes to get to work? Kinda like that idea. I wanna move them further back, actually, because they're gonna have to take out these elves first and foremost. There we go, that's what I'm talking about. You see, he doesn't have a very good turning radius. They're gonna be a little bit confused, and this is all the time in the world that I need for my Deadeyes. Come on, ladies. There, ooh, okay, that's good. Oh no, please, shoot him! Is he not dead? He clearly just took a shot clean through the kidneys. Are you kidding me? I saw the bullet pass through his fat, jolly ass. Hold up a second, was I $1,000 short that fight? I could have had another Deadeye? Oh, okay, that's gonna make a world of difference. We're running it back. I'm sure we would be able to get him dead and buried if we could get 3 shots on him. I don't like that they're focusing the little freezer elves instead of him, but okay. Yeah, this is the best case scenario. Oh no. Okay, come on. There you go, I see the shots. Perfect. Okay, we've managed to assassinate Santa Claus's political rival. Now what? Guys, did you miss the memo this morning? The uprising has been canceled. You can all go back to work now. I swear, the mail must be really slow up here this time of year. It's just getting too many letters from annoying kids. This is a level called Winter Morning, and I'm thinking I'm gonna have to make an example out of all of them. You know, maybe we can get Vlad or two in there, put them up on pikes, as well as I'm gonna need the Shadow Walker, because they have a bunch of catapults and a bunch of snow machines, and they just absolutely ruin them. They never got a chance to even try. Shadow Walker's so overpowered. That's great. Okay, now, Vlad, I'm pretty sure you... Vlad? What's going on? I thought your ability was to put them, there we go, yeah, to put them up on spikes. That's the whole point. We wanted to make an example for the rest of them, but instead you're just kind of hanging around and riding your sharpened telephone pole. My God, this isn't the time for trick shots. That's endlessly disappointing. Well, I like the energy that the Shadow Walkers are bringing to things, but clearly we need to rethink Vlad. Even though I think the issue might be that if we use just a couple of large main units, there are so many elves that are freezing us that they're just too slow. They can't really do anything. Maybe we need like a medium-sized unit, or a small unit that can summon a whole bunch of medium-sized units. Yeah, you know what? Not every elf is standing for the uprising. Some of them have pledged their allegiance to Santa, and they will be the ones who are rewarded on the front line. Come on, guys, send them Christmas. There we go, that's what I'm talking about. I'm sure we're gonna get a whole bunch of units that aren't particularly useful, but we only need a couple like the Swordmaster here that'll just shish kebab everything. Yeah, there we go, we're good to go. This is such a mess. Actually, I'm not sure. Oh, no, the Shadow Walkers didn't do their jobs. How did they survive? I didn't change anything. Are you kidding me right now? What went wrong here? I thought this was gonna be an absolute dog walk. And instead, I think there's an elf trapped under the snow. This is the problem with using like 3-foot tall units. Every now and then they just kind of slip underground and you're left stuck. Wait, are you alive? You're alive? What? Oh, Jesus. Okay, can you? I think he just took out that catapult. Are you good? I mean, I know you've only got one leg. Turns out he can win the fight lying down. Oh wait, you're alive too. I guess pirates just aren't all that used to walking on snow. Never really thought about that. It'd be hard, a peg leg trying to cross a frozen river. Okay, you know, fair enough, I'll take it. I guess it was really only a matter of time until they got desperate enough to break out the old jolly bot in a level called Santa's Little Helper. Not so little, and not so helpful. Like, the problem is, I don't exactly have stuff to face off against 3-story tall robots. You know? Like, I've got guy that throws sharpened stick, guy that throws big rock, elephant, like, I'm not sure what I should be using against something that is just so technologically advanced. Maybe I could use something like the Chronomancer. Ooh. Yeah, I like that idea because he is a little bit finicky and off, you know? If we keep tripping him up, getting him stuck in time, he might not be able to attack us. And then I need like smaller units to rush in there. Maybe just a peasant, honestly. I was thinking raptors because they would run in, but if we just litter the battlefield with tons of peasants, then it might not be smart enough to target our Chronomancer, right? Hey, whoa, okay. I said you're not gonna be smart enough. You can't be doing stuff like that. That's right, bring him to his knees. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, yeah, do your little Sailor Moon transformation. The peasants are really doing work here. Good job, guys. Keep them nice and distracted. We're just gonna keep tripping them up. I don't even know if the Chronomancer is doing like a lot of damage, but he's definitely making it hard for this guy to hit him with stuff. Okay, dude, you can't keep getting pelted with Volvo-sized presents like that. You gotta actually kill him. We did a very good job at not losing, but not good enough job at winning, if you know what I mean. I did like the peasant rush, because it's like I said, he was firing a whole bunch of presents and decorations and all that crap, getting tripped up on the sheer number of idiots that we managed to recruit to run into his feet. But I need bigger damage, and I'm thinking the ballista is the way to go. The god killer. One of these things should be able to kill it, but if we've hit it with 3, I'm assuming that it's just gonna go flying off the map, right? Yeah, there we go. Oh my god. I don't think I've ever seen this thing die before. I wasn't expecting its plutonium toy core to explode. You see, this is the problem when you make one of them a martyr. They're just so easily replaceable. You just get elf number 385, you dress him up like a mall Santa, tell him he's in charge, and break out 2 jolly bots in a level called Machines of War. Yeah, I'm not loving the idea of facing multiples of them. I mean, once again, the Shadow Walker is gonna be crucial. We gotta spook those reindeer, stop him from progressing. And also the ballista puts in a whole lot of work, so we could get a couple of them. But that leaves me with $7,000. Maybe we could try something like Thor? I'm curious, because we know that he can deflect projectiles. Would a present that's the size of a refrigerator count as a projectile? Could he just bat that out of the way? Oh, they're having a hard time shooting the Shadow Walkers at their feet. That's good. That gives Thor a whole bunch of time to close the distance and put the hammer down. I really just want the ballistas to hang out back there in all reality. If they can actually hit these things, oh my god, that thing just evaporated. But they could only hit one of them. Damn, that was close. I don't think Thor even needed to deflect the projectiles, right? The Shadow Walkers were tying these things up for the whole fight. So what you're saying is we need more ballista bolts. Well, fortunately, there is a relatively cheap way of doing that. It's been a while since we've broken out the cheerleader, and then I'm thinking the clam jam would be quite a bit better than the snake archers. If we can get them confusing everybody with all of their clams, then that would be quite a bit better. Okay, yep, 1 down, and he got pelted. Oh, the ballistas are doing so much better now. Rapid fire didn't stand a chance. I barely got to commentate on what's happening. It's just bolts flying everywhere. What part of the uprising has been canceled do you think they're struggling to understand? They've been at this all season, and I've said it before, but I'll say it again. I don't care if you've been naughty, I don't care if you've been nice. No one will find your bodies under the ice. And you know what, to prove the point, I'm gonna use a zombie dinosaur to put you in your place. Do you ever hear yourself say something and think, am I the bad guy? These elves want fair working conditions, and here I am using prehistoric chemical warfare. I mean, I think that if they're green, they've been turned to my side. The Zombo Bronto here just kind of spews infection from his sinuses. We haven't gotten the old bell ringers yet, so that's a touch of a problem. Oh, okay, yeah, and he's seen better days. He's struggling with the whole bridge ice situation, but I still have a couple of guys on my side. I'm curious, if the dino dies, do the underlings go with him, or do I get to keep them? This was an actual, I can't believe this. This was just such a straightforward victory. I had $10,000 to spend, I only dropped 7, and even then it wasn't even kind of close. My guy took a little bit off the sides, but other than that, he's good to go. Speaking of being naughty, we have a level called the Naughty List. And it has been a while since I've had to put some skeletons in their place. So much so that I'm not even sure what I should be using here. Was there something that was particularly effective against the undead? I mean, in all reality, we could just use the holiday units. Now, if I have really squashed the uprising, then I would be the one in control of the military, right? Clearly Santa would thank me by making me some high-level general, so we could get our own jingle bells out there. Oh, I love that idea. These things are stupidly strong. Maybe a couple of snow rollers and the tree basher. I'm not even sure what some of these things do, to be honest. Like, I'm so used to fighting them that I haven't been paying a whole lot of attention of how I would use them strategically. The candy pult, however, I do know is completely stupid and broken and overpowered, so we gotta get him in there. And then we just round it out with more frontline infantry. Okay, I like it. There we go. Yeah, just dropping bells and houses on anything seems effective, right? I can't imagine that these skeletons will have a particularly easy time with this stuff. Even though the giants are doing pretty well. I love all the bones getting caught up in the snowball. Oh, he's ready to get his bell rung. Oh, you're having a hard time. He's just tripping over all these stupid balls and smoosh. Man, these bells are just so ridiculous. Okay, this was, yeah, not even close. I really like the holiday units when they're on my side because like, it's so annoying getting squished by the bells, but when you're doing the squishing, man, oh man, can't get enough of it. Come on, look at this guy. He has no idea what's going on. Just didn't even hit him and it still counted. The reverberation really broke his bones apart. I'll take it. Oh yeah, things are taking a weird turn. This is a level called Paranormal Activity. I guess the idea is I'm being visited by the ghosts of Christmas past kind of thing. Even though I can't quite remember what that thing does. The Banshee, I think, maybe? Either way, I wanted to use a Da Vinci tank and some cheerleaders to hit him with a tornado, but I can't afford it. Maybe we can go with a smaller tornado? If we got ourselves a bunch of cheerleaders and a mace spinner, then maybe that'd get the job done. I need somebody to tank a little damage for me first and foremost, though. Peasants, you know the job. You have one specific role, and it's always to rush. There we go. Just try to get sucked on by the vampires and so on and so forth. I just gotta see everything get swept up. Oh. Oh no, we're still good. I thought we were dead, but we're still going. It's just such a little tiny tornado. There's so many little things like that at tabs. I probably haven't used a tornado in this game in actual years. It's just so many things come to mind and you think, oh yeah, that was dope. I really want to try that today. I definitely don't remember Ebenezer Scrooge having to deal with a bunch of swords in the night, but this is a level called Swords Galore. And again, I can't help but want to screw around with the cheerleaders. Just in my nature, I suppose. Don't read into that, though. We could use something like the Gatling gun? Maybe only one of them, but one Gatling gun with a couple of cheerleaders is a pretty good base to start us off. That leaves us with $2,500 to kind of mess around with everybody else. The swords, I don't want them ripping through us, so maybe hay balers? Because I'm pretty sure they're relatively sword-proof. They could just kind of smack them with some sticks and stuff. Actually, yeah, just a whole bunch of hay balers. I like that. They might get shot in the back a touch, but that's okay, as long as we can get that chopper singing. Come on, Gatling gun, pick up the speed. I think the issue is that if he changes targets, he loses some of the speed that he has in the momentum in shooting. He would normally be building it up non-stop, but he keeps killing everything. No, that just leaves us with you idiots. Ooh, one of them caught a sword right to the tits. Okay, well, it was a good idea. Kind of makes me wonder what would happen if we used some of these newer units that we've only just gotten with the cheerleader. Right? Like, if we could just rapid fire houses, then I can't imagine the enemy would be able to do anything. We need another unit. I wasn't super happy with the hay baler. Maybe if we go with something like the cactus. Again, largely sword-proof, should be able to buy us enough time to really get those houses flying. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for, because every house has a couple of cookie creatures inside, and they're just gonna keep on coming. Doesn't even matter if we hit stuff with the house. I mean, it's a bonus. I would imagine even if you are a giant skeleton, getting hit in the face with a house. You know, you're not exactly the Wicked Witch of the West here, but still, you're gonna get crushed. Ooh, that might be one of my favorite new abilities, actually. It's like the present elf with the cheerleader, but so much stronger. Oh god, speaking of present elves with cheerleaders, that might be something that we're about to see, because this is a level called Feeling Lucky. and we're just surrounded. There are so many of them. We just have 4 present elves, and like not a lot of money. 4,000 bucks is, well, enough for a couple cheerleaders each in all reality. Do we just roll the dice? Like if we did 2 each, that should get them throwing, but I feel like we're just gonna get dumped on. They have so much stuff to throw at us, and we don't have nearly enough stuff to throw back. You see, that's what I'm talking about. We got a couple presents thrown, but then all those explosive pumpkins come raining down. This level seems stupid. I mean, if we're just gonna try to get lucky, then I might as well add to the present elves. You know, rather than using cheerleaders, we just use more present elves. Yeah, a little something like that. Go from 4 to 8. Twice as many presents, right? Oh, I think that was maybe, you know, that was 8, 9? I'm not sure. Either way, this is exactly what I'm talking about, okay? If we get 1 unit that's worth more than the rest of our army, then we're laughing. I don't think the skeletons are gonna be able to do anything against him. Oh wait, I thought there was something else big over there, but it's dead already. Doesn't matter. Oh, we have a pirate queen as well? Yeah, she's gonna rock some shit. That's what I'm needing right now. He hasn't even transformed yet. And by the looks of it, he's not gonna need to. Okay, I see what they're going for. It is kinda nice to gamble every now and then. Everybody look out. It's the Christmas witches? I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what's going on anymore. I'm just gonna go with the flow. This is a level called Witchcraft. And to be honest, I kinda just wanna shoot them out of the air. Yeah, like firework archers might be able to get the job done. We gotta kill them before they multiply though, that's the biggest thing. They're gonna be 3 for now, but 9 later is a problem, so you really, oh guys, no, like I said, you gotta shoot them before they multiply. They're not exactly the best at driving around, these old witches, a bag of bones on their brooms. Oh, is there only 1 real one left? Oh, no, I guess not. I don't even know if that kills them. You would think that that thing is dead right now, but they just kinda land and keep screaming. Yeah, it's alive, like, that's not the effect I'm going for. They really need to be more so missile archers rather than firework archers. Fireworks are just decorative. I'm trying to kill these things. I want to say that they're only using projectiles, so if I put a couple of celestial aegises in the front, they might be able to deflect anything that comes our way, and that could give something like a couple of divine arbiters enough time to conjure enough spells, counteract their magic. Because you can't just nuke one of them. What are you doing? Like, it's Christmas. It's the season of giving. Give one to every witch, not all of them to a single idiot. It's like Santa was here last night handing out lobotomies, I swear. Maybe I just need a lot of units. They don't even need to be good units. Like, if I just have a bunch of farmers, it doesn't matter. Something that can spin around upside down I don't care about, because this is what I'm looking for. This is gonna be my main damage dealer. It seems to affect all of them. The storm, yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Direct hit, okay, that one's ruined. There we go, okay. I just needed to protect my snow catapult, my snow pult, my snow launcher. I don't even know, it's just cement mixer that fires storms. What do you want? And for the final level of the holiday campaign, we have a level called Christmas Yet to Come. And as much as I would love to make another blue ball joke, make the whole episode come full circle, I won't. I'll focus on trying to get rid of Death himself, which is always a problem. I mean, we've had a lot of success with the ballista, but there's so many skeletons that I need to get rid of. And I need a unit that maybe can run around and not get shish kebabbed. Even though I don't want to use one big unit, that's the problem. I'm afraid that if I do, Death might be able to pluck them, but what if we use something like the Raptor Rider? It's been a while since I've tried that, and then maybe some halflings? I know what you're thinking, why on earth would you use the halfling? But those tentacles can only have one funny little ornament at a time. So if we lock everything in, then he can't pierce anybody anymore. You see? Scoop all of them up, and then you can't scoop any others. That should give the ballista enough time. Come on, aim for death. Don't hit the skeleton. Don't hit the skeleton. Don't do it. What did I just say? Now you see what happens? That happens. I don't know. Maybe a couple of shadow walkers to delay death, and then something big like a void cultist. Do you think he would be able to take care of all these skeletons right off the bat? No, he'd make them fall down, but whoa. Okay, Ballista got death early. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, now the void gets to survive for a little bit longer. He could take a couple flaming arrows to the cock. He's okay. Is this actually gonna work out? We also got snake archers doing a lot of work here somehow. Okay, this was somehow better. I think it really just came down to the luck of the ballista. It randomly decided to shoot its shot, actually hit it for once, and it's an easy victory. Overall, I gotta say, I think the holiday campaign was the best custom campaign I have ever played. Because usually when you play these custom campaigns, where they're not made by the developers, often people just kind of make a level and then not try to beat it themselves, which means sometimes they're really, really hard or borderline impossible. But in this case, I feel like every level was fun, took a little bit of strategy, maybe a couple of attempts, but I managed to get through it. And now, I think there are a couple more holiday things to do, but I don't know if people want to see that. If you guys want to see more tabs, as always, be sure to leave a like in the video, leave a comment letting me know, and maybe I'll return for just a little bit more before the new year. Thanks so much for watching this video, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.